Well, it's Tuesday. I just left Hamilton. Ran into a good friend of mine that I did a show with ages ago. He's now doing something else, and lovely to catch up. Ran into two friends of mine. I love seeing all my Broadway friends, on stage, off stage, everybody, all stages. Now I'm having a little bite because I haven't been eating my Starbucks. My go-to for day work is the Starbucks, those little travel size pre-made things of, like, the one that I love is like the three different kinds of cheese with the crackers, with the grapes and the apple slices. I love. And I got there later today, this morning, and they didn't have it. And I have not been eating it because cheese and phlegm and Marlo Thomas throat for my show. I've not been. But today I was like, you know what? With 4 more to go and no show tonight, I'm having that bitch. They didn't have it. Fine. So I ate nothing at day work. Fine. So I just went over to Starbucks. They still didn't have it. So I got this one. To me is the most random. Let's look at this. I hope you can see this. Let's make sure. Half a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Some carrots and some dip situation to go with them. Apple, chocolate covered raisins, and a string cheese. Every time I see it, I'm like, this is the leftover shit that you just put together in a little, but they sell this one consistently like that. I'm baffled by it. It's the most, what are you thinking, Starbucks? But they sell that thing. So that's what I'm having. All right, and what else? So here's something else. Whenever I upload videos from this phone to my computer to YouTube, it takes forever most of the time for them to upload on YouTube because it's New York City and I have fast internet, so why would it not take forever? Some days it's like 10 minutes and it's loaded, some days it's like an hour later. And the thing of my computer is, if the screen goes dark while it's on, the internet will shut itself off. Fuck. So I have to keep all the windows, I have to keep an active window while it's uploading. So lately I'm like, I know, if I put on a different separate page, put another YouTube video on that's a long video, it'll keep playing while the other page is loading the video. So the other day I was like, well, the longest one I have on my channel is my first show, the ALSORAN, which is also the first video on my channel if you go back to oldest. So I put that on. Now, this is definitely that story about the actress who her shot at stardom was canceled when a gun went off at Ford's Theater and John Wilkes Booth shot the president, canceling out her star turn the next night. And my absolute life of really feeling that same ALSORAN story and a personalness that, like, frankly, I think I was her in a past life, but don't tell anybody that. That's that play. I love that show. I believe in that show. I don't enjoy performing it as much because it's painful. The memories are painful, but I love it. And I watched some of it the other day when I sat there, and I cried and I cried over how much I love it, over, again, the loss of how much it deserved better than it got, just like she deserved better than she got, and how it just didn't go the places I was hoping and get the audience that I was hoping. And the fact that I'm sitting right now with Here We Go Again, with my current show. You know this. Here we go again. The people that are seeing it are lovely. I am glad I'm getting to them. I want a bigger audience. I believe my show deserves a bigger audience. That's just a fact. And here we go again with my higher powers plan for me is not this for you, not this for you now. So I've just had to really keep in that. You've heard me day by day by day. So the point of this is, if you have not watched the ALSORAN, my first video on my channel, I would encourage you to do so before we stream Prince Charming. Because one, you'll see similarities throughout it with my style, with my way of performing. There's actually even bits and things that I'm like, I do the same gesture in the other show. I do the same thing in the other show. It's Perry and I laugh about that. But it also explains so much of me and my feelings, and especially my feelings lately with the disappointment of how much work I'm doing versus how few people are actually getting to see the show, as grateful for them as I am. So I would encourage you, before you go pay to see Prince Charming, you can watch the ALSORAN for free. And there it is. I'm gonna eat my random lunch, and that'll be that. All right, bye now.